All right.
I like this. I like this new setup. I'm not using. What was it we had before? What was it called?
For what?
It's XSplit for our broadcasting.
Oh, what are you using now?
Well, now it's the Elgato
Oh yeah, the Elgato.
built-in
Yep.
system,
Yep.
which is very nice. Took me forever to actually figure out how to use the darn thing, but otherwise, very nice.
All right. All right.
So, while you're loading up, I'm almost ready for the chat here. I'm going to start going through getting the game set up.
Cool.
New career. So, a new career mode, obviously. And we're going to do those custom difficulty options. So, career mode, in other words, I now have to worry about money, Stu.
Okay.
Not just science. And I'm going to start with the normal game difficulty, but I'm going to mess with it a little bit.
I like how even though I'm watching,
Mhm.
Twitch says that there's 3. Wow, we got 3 people watching. Okay. Me being one of them, I'm sure. And I'm sure
Yeah.
your brother.
Certainly. Anyway, so normal settings. I'm going to clip through basically to make things more realistic, I guess. But I'm going to keep all like the starting funds, starting science, reputation, rewards, all that stuff. I'm going to keep it the same. Let's see. So I'm going to remove reverting flights, so we can't undo anything. So any Bob Kerman episodes of him dying are going to be stuck. No quick loading, and no respawn for crews.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, Bob is doomed. But let me see. Auto hire crew members, no.
Oh, okay. Looks like we're frozen.
It's alright, power through it. No entry purchase required on research. No. Instructable facilities, no. No. Allow other launch sites. Do I want to allow us to launch from other sites? Is that actually a thing?
From other, I don't know. You tell me.
Basically, you get a couple new places to launch your rockets from. I guess realism-wise, that's a thing, right? You
Yeah.
don't launch everything from Kennedy. Okay, advanced settings. Kerbal experience. Yep, we're gonna do that. Kerbals level up immediately. What does that do? Okay, yeah, so this is be a realism thing. Experience points get applied immediately instead of on recovery. So yeah, they don't only start gaining experience when they've landed, right? So
Oh, apparently there's an echo.
yes, I do see that. Did you mute your side?
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah.
I don't know why there'd be an echo.
Yeah, I'm on my my headphones. I muted the stream.
Just mute me for a second. Listen to the stream. See if it's just Andy.
Okay, 1 second. Let me.
But anyway, I'll keep going.
How do I mute you?
Kerbal.
I think you have to mute you. Oh no, you're right. I got it.
Science. Yep. Activating a lot of extra stuff. Also, Andy's saying it's just like a...
It's totally your voice that's echoing.
Yeah, well, it took me hours to get this to even work, so we're just going to power through it then. Is it really bad?
I'm wondering, is it because, Steve, you're picking up, you're recording your desktop audio or whatever, which is my audio, and your own audio.
You're way
That would make
overthinking
sense.
that. No, you're way overthinking. No, it's just the way I have everything set up because I'm streaming and recording on the same computer. So, continuing on, powering through that. So, parts fail on pressure limits. Yep, we're going to do that. Part G-force limits fail. Yep. Kerbal G-force limits. Do they go unconscious for getting too much G-force? Yep. So that's a standard. Always allow action groups? Nope. There's a thing for that. Building impact damage multiplier. I'm going to not touch that. Oh, there's stats upgrades for old parts when new technologies are researched. That's cool. I'm going to leave that enabled. ComNet requires signal for control. And plasma blackout. So we won't be able to communicate with stuff that's re-entering the atmosphere, and any probes that are outside of comms range we won't be able to control. And I'm going to leave extra ground stations enabled because that's realistic. So yeah, I think that's all our realism settings here. Screw it, let's do it. We are go. We just got to change our flag to the trusty bro flag. Let's do it. Get started.
Wondering why this echo is occurring, but whatever.
Just don't worry about it. You're not going to figure it out when it just took me 5 hours to get us even operating with some sound.
Well, you're not wrong.
Alright. I can hear it on the game that there's echo, which is weird. But whatever. Okay, so I start out. I'm going to put everything on pause if I can. Can I even do that? Did I disable pause without realizing it? Might have, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I think I might have. Imagine that.
So what, the game just like life, just keeps on rolling on?
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, I can check, let's check. Let's see. Oh, that's... Does it really give me... Oh, here we go. Controls. Map and time.
Twitch machine got unplugged.
Okay. Full visibility.
Cubic visibility.
General controls. Yeah, I don't see anything that would be like a pause or anything.
What about a dramatic
The dramatic pause?
pause?
I don't see a pause. I don't see that. I'm looking. I was just curious. Anyway, moving on. So we start out with a step down space center. So we get very few things here. And one of the big things with this is we got to worry about taking contracts in mission control. Before we do anything here, I'm going to go straight to strategy building. So we only have a couple things available, actually, which is kind of lame. We could research rights sell out. That's going to make us money from science, which I don't want. Bailout grant, no, we don't want that either. So that's fine. Nothing useful there yet.
You don't want to make money from science?
Well, no, it's you get less science, you get more money, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
We want both, so we're not gonna. mess with that yet. But
Walt
we are going to
Kerman.
go. Yeah, we're going to go straight to our contracts.
I'm so glad that Gus is here.
Gus isn't.
Gus Kerman in operations.
Oh, I guess he got promoted. All right, so let's see. Default contracts, launch our first vessel. Okay, and gather scientific data from Turbine. So those are easy. We can take 2 contracts right off the bat. Right now, that's our max.
Okay.
And we're gonna set us up a starting ship. So the thing you always wanted, Stu, I'm actually gonna show us building the darn thing.
Well, that's good. That's good. You did it. You did it in the moon. I'm sorry, the sun launch, and
Yes.
it was a hit.
The launch to the sun.
Yes, it was a hit.
So I'm gonna start off just a command pod. I'm gonna take the monopropellant out of it because we don't need it. We have nothing that's gonna use monopropellant. For engines, we only have a little flea booster, a little solid fuel booster. The thing about a booster is it's designed to bring a much larger craft up to speed,
Right.
so it's going to be a little overpowered. So I'm going to cut the thrust limiter down, maybe less than half, 40 maybe. And I'm going to cut the fuel way down, so I don't want to go too far. Do we have any stabilization? Oh, we do. Cool. Some basic fins on there. What else do we have?
AIDS.
Like nothing else. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, they changed things up a little bit on this, that's for sure. I'm gonna put some mystery goos on here though.
Go on.
Yep, so that way we can at least get some science. I like these new tools though. Being
You're
able,
a
like,
new tool.
being able to like move parts a little different. Okay. I think I'm good to launch. We'll call this the X1.
That tiny little thing.
Yeah. That's all we
Like
got.
that.
That's all
Like
we got. So we'll do just a
It's average.
yeah, we'll just do a quick You're right. We're just going to rename this right now. We're going to call it the Stewie. That's it.
Wow.
Thanks,
It's average.
Hey guys, it's average. All right. Crew. We've got 2 pilots. We've got Bill is an engineer. Bob is a scientist. How the hell is Bob a scientist? Anyway, we've got Jeb and Valentina as our pilots. Those are our options. I don't know if we want to trust Jeb's life to the very first mission. Throw Valentina on there. As a new addition, I am going to be less upset if she's lost. Got history with everyone else. So I'm going to launch it. We're going to do it. So we're keeping it small on purpose. We're going to just recover the whole vessel, hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully is the key word. So I want to go. Yep, I want to go for the water. All right, let's do it. A little bit of an angle. Now the cool thing is, because Valentina's a pilot, I have SAS right away. Okay. Wait till we've reached.
What's SAS?
So that's our stability control. That's like our, I think it's stability assist system, something along those lines.
That's not Miley Cyrus, is it?
No. There's. It's actually anti-Miley Cyrus. It's to avoid twerking.
Oh, it's so cute. Look at it just flying through the air. It's so majestic.
Yep. And hopefully it'll actually slow down. It's just kind of worrying me a little bit. It's kind of a big craft for a single parachute.
It's average. Why does the Kerman Valentina?
Valentina, yep.
Looks like Will Smith. It's like a Will Smith Kerman.
Well, while we're in the air, okay, so we do have parachute deploy. We are going fairly slow, so that's good. So this will be a good recovery. I'm going to observe the mystery goo now. Keep it. I didn't put a radio on here. That was maybe a mistake. I'll take a crew report while we're flying. And I'll do the same thing again on the ground. Now, I can't EVA right now because we are still the basic astronaut center. We can't EVA anywhere but on the planet. So once I land, I can EVA. Oh, looks like this went very smooth. It almost did perfect. I did lose the fins on the bottom. Observe the other mystery goo. And we're going to do a trick. We're going to EVA. I'm going to take the crew report that's in the capsule. And then we're going to reboard. And then we're going to do a new crew report from in the water. We're going to EVA again.
Oh, that's unprofessional. Sorry
It is
about
unprofessional. Good job.
that. Sorry about that.
EVA report. What did that just call my EVA report? Sure. Okay, yeah, from the surface. Okay. Got rid of that glitch where we're flying, technically. They got rid of that. We'll reboard. Oh, you know, I bet I know why I have some echo. No. Nope, I don't. Never mind. Alright, we're good to recover. That's science. That's contracts completed. Alright, let's see. We got 24.7 science plus what was in the capsule, so a total of 35 science. We recovered 2,664 funds from all the parts. Not bad. So our funds are slightly higher than we started. And we got XP gain for Valentina. And a reputation boost. Not bad. Go back to mission control. Now we got new contracts. Haha. So how that works, because we got our reputation up, there's now more people asking us to do different things.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Let's find some good stuff here.
They want us to interview for casting couch.
So let's see. Observational surveys. Not a big fan of those.
Do it for science, Steve.
Let's see. Haul a Mark 16 parachute in the flight over Kerbin. So they want us between 2,000 and 7,000 meters, speed between 90 meters a second and 250 meters a second. It seems fairly doable. So the point of this is we have to activate the part while all the parameters are met. So oh, here's an easy run. I'm going to take this one right away. So this one's to test a TD-12 decoupler landed at Kerbin. So we only have to test it on the ground. So that one's an easy one. I'm going to take that right away. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, see, like the observational surveys, you got to be in a certain zone or area. I wonder if this is a nod. One of these is from Probodobodine.
Probodobodine.
Yeah, they're one of the Kerbal engineered companies. But from Probodobodine, they're asking to take a crew report in flight below 18,500 meters near Manly's Recklessness. That is apparently that is apparently a zone, Manly's Recklessness.
Oh, it's got to be.
That's got to be a nod.
It's got to be. For those of you that don't know, there's a guy who
How could
very
you not know
very
Scott?
intelligent man named Scott Manley.
God bless him.
He makes YouTube videos about this game.
So I think yeah, no, we want to get too high for the hammer. So I'm going to try and do the Mark 16 parachute, see what we can do.
Speaking of too high, James is here. Hi.
That's a victory. So yeah, I'm going to take the Mark 16 parachute mission. This is going to give us an opportunity to have Jeb get his flight. But now's where I science, though. So the contract terms, right? We want to be between 2,000 and 7,000 meters at a speed of between 90 meters a second and 250 meters a second. Now's where I'm going to get fancy. I'm going to turn the thrust limiter down even more. Put us at 25% thrust. I'm going to do some math here. So, at sea level, we're getting 162 for our thrust. So, we're going to go check that out. My little delta V calculator here. Okay. Now, we gotta know fuel consumption rate. Let's see. Fuel consumption rate 15.821. I'm just gonna divide that by 4, since we're cutting it down to 25% thrust. I'm going to take the thrust value, cut that down, since, again, same thing. So we got 70 units of fuel. Right now, Kerbal Engineer says the craft weighs 2.015 tons. Fuel units. I feel like you're just in awe right now, Stewie.
Me? No, I'm checking in with different people on how the stream's going, making sure, because for me, I don't know why, but it keeps cutting out and I have to refresh the page. But I can still see everything you're doing as I do it. It kind of cuts in at the right times for me to see it.
Well, let's see. At zero fuel, we're at 1.49 as opposed to 2.015. So it does make sense it would be what is that? Math is failing me, Stewie. It's 0.5115? 0.5115? Alright, so I got my Delta V already off that craft. There's only 410 as it currently sits. But the important thing is I got a stage 1 simulation, so I can see how we look. This is semi-accurate. It's actually even terribly, terribly inaccurate, believe it or not. Get rid of these values because we have no stage 2. Okay. So what was our contract? Contract was saying we needed to be at between 2,000 and 7,000 meters, doing between 90 and 250. So we want our fuel cut out at about 7,000 meters a second. So our horizontal velocity, 7,000 meters at 250 meters a second. So that's good. Right now our vertical velocity should be about 230. So we should fall just short of that 250 target. Right? So between that 90 and 250. So that's good. This would put our altitude 1,959. So it's too low. By just barely. So if I up our fuel, I don't want to make this too dangerous for Jeb. We'll up this to 84. Changes us to 2.12 tons at start. And that means, again with zero fuel, we weigh 1.49. Quick math, because I can't math. Go back to the stage simulation. Okay, perfect. So yeah, now we'll get just above 250, so I'll probably cut it down a little bit on our thrust and then call it good. So we'll get just above 250 meters. We'll get up to 2,766 for our altitude, so we'll get between that marker pretty good. That's if we just head straight vertical. Alright, let's do it. Let's do E2. We have math and science to back us up. Let's launch it. We're gonna go straight up. Probably a horrible idea, but oh well. I didn't change our pilot. Hope it's Jeb. Nope, Valentina again. All right. Well, there's no resetting, so we're gonna take it. All right. Let's just see what happens. Open the contract. And after this, I'll unlock the TD12 decoupler, and we'll do that on the ground. So according to this, we should get up to 260 meters a second, if my math was correct. We should get up to about 2,700 meters. We fell just a little short, and we're getting just a little more altitude. I probably did something wrong in the math there. That's just fine.
Math is hard, Steve. It's okay.
Sorry, we're gonna wait till we're at the height of our flight and we're at our slowest point. Oh, and we only had to carry the parachute to that. We didn't have to deploy it. I didn't read that carefully enough, so we already just got a completion on the contract, looks like. Now we just need to land at a safe speed. Oh, that's not looking good for Valentina right now.
Oh no. Coming down a little too hard.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Well, we're slowing down. You got this, Val. Take a crew report while we're here.
It's like we said, math is difficult, Steve.
Hmm.
But you know what doesn't have to be difficult, Steve? Cooking.
Don't start.
Today's episode is brought to you by Blue Apron, which makes cooking not a challenge.
I wish
Blue
we had
Apron's mission is to make
sponsors.
incredible home cooking accessible to everyone.
Watch,
They deliver
we
seasonal
get-
recipes with pre-portioned ingredients.
We'll probably just get sued for even like attempting to be affiliated with them.
You'll love how good it feels to taste incredible home-cooked meals at Blue Apron. So don't wait. Again,
It's gonna be
blueapron.com.
rough.
Blue Apron.
Oh!
Better way to cook.
Yes. Okay. We landed just fine.
Something tells me Blue Apron would never sue us for free advertisement.
I mean, I meant it was be a detriment to their image just to even be associated with us.
Have you seen some of the podcasts Blue Apron
I
sponsor?
know. I'm just being it. You're not getting the joke, apparently. Okay, so store. Oh, no, we're gonna go back in. Take another crew report on the ground. EVA again. EVA report. Oh, shoot, it still counts as the launch pad, so it's going to be kind of redundant. That's fine. Recover the vessel. It's only like a 2,500 credit vessel, so it's not even that expensive. And we got back like the whole value of it. 2,826. So we got like the whole value back from the craft. It's like it didn't cost us anything to do that at all. And we're up to 50 science now. So let's go to the R&D facility. Let's do it. See what we got. We got the larger hammer booster, fuel tank. That's cool. T12 decoupler. I need that. That is something we need to test on the ground. We have a contract for that, so we're going to research that right away, so we can take the contract and get that done. We have some good stuff for survivability. Heat shields are important. A press mat barometer, radiators, service bays, radial parachutes. That's all cool. That's all good stuff.
It's all good, baby.
Let's take the upgraded engines first. General rocketry as well. We'll get more parts that way. I don't know if that's going to be what I want to go with. It's looking like it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with that. I'm just going on a little shopping spree. We still have 20 points left. Here we go. I think that's going to do us. Let's see what I just stuck us with. So I'm going to check mission control real quick. Just see what we really have. Hold on.
There's a skill tree?
Well, it's that's the part unlock.
Oh, alright.
So science tree. Well, and send our link. Alright, let's see if we got any new contracts. Haul the flea into flight above. So that's the same craft, the flea. Like, that's the same booster. And they want us to test now the Mark 16 parachute in flight. That's much higher. But I think we can do that. I think the same settings I just did will work for that. So I'm going to take that contract. And that's our limit. We only have 2 contracts at a time, so I'm stuck with just that one right now. Okay, and then we're going to get the decoupler out of the way. Save the Stewie 2. Actually, name it up to the Stewie 3. Why not?
It leveled up.
Now we got to do a new build. So let's take command pod. As our base. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test the decoupler on the launch pad. As easy as that. And take a bunch of on the launchpad science here. We don't already have. I'm going to bother to name it. And this time, we need Bob. Bob's our scientist.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle. He's your Uncle Dad, so...
He's your Uncle Pop Pop.
Uncle Pop Pop. We getting anything from the stream? Any comments or questions or yelling profanities?
Nothing as far as I can see.
That's okay, we're not important. Alright, so we just got a new contract completed. We did test the TD12 decoupler.
It's not to say that we're not getting anything. It's just as far as I can see, I'm not seeing anything. So. But we totally have 420 views, bro.
I like that.
420, bro.
I know it's full of shit, but you know it's kind of cool at the same time. So, no, don't really need that, I guess. Let's see if Bob can get us a little more science. Nope. Oh yeah, I got the flying one. Just a little hop. Just a little hop to get the flying over.
Still good.
It's still good. So we're going to get him back in. We're going to recover for our full vehicle cost. It didn't cost us anything. We tested that TD12.
As he hobbles away with the fucking shit-eating grin on his face.
So that's good. Now we freed up a contract. Now I can come back and I can test the flea. Now we're talking. I'm gonna take a quick pause for a break here.
What's next on the agenda while we're pausing?
Well, I'm gonna walk away from the computer, but
Oh.
but before that, we're gonna do another launch to test now the parachute in flight, and also to just run the flea. So we're gonna keep using the same craft and keep trying to get as many contract points as we can out of that. But pausing time.
Pausing time.
Pausing. Oh, this horrible setup. All right. I'm back. All right, Stu. So, next mission. We're gonna take the Stewie 3.
Alright, I'm back.
Good, good. Just getting us ready for the Stewie 3. Some little stability thrusters. So we're going to do straight up again. We're going to take Jeb this time.
Going straight up.
Yep.
Unlike your sexuality.
I think you meant my, like, maybe my attractiveness.
Nope.
Because then you'd be accurate.
Nope, I didn't.
Now, the other cool thing, we can now, because I chose to enable the other launch sites because we took enough negatives. I can launch from the desert or from Woomerang, I think in the mountains. So, that's kind of cool. Gives us other places to launch from. I don't know if we should do that right now, though. I mean, I feel like there might be more science opportunity there. We'll do that for a ground launch. We'll wait. Something that we need to test on the ground, we'll wait for that. I don't want to get too spoiled.
Too spoiled by, Too spoiled by science? Was that?
Yeah, basically.
Talk about, like, all of America. Smartphones for dumb people. Welcome to America.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's very high up. They wanted us to bring the flea booster.
Speaking of very high, James is here. James, how are you?
You're just gonna ride that, man. Alright. Just almost up to altitude. Boom. Testing the parachute. Testing the parachute, mission complete. The flea, I did not read that carefully enough. And we are kind of hosed as far as testing the flea booster. We're supposed to test it at 24,000 meters. You gotta share what's going on the chat.
Oh, I just, James said, yep, pretty high, alright. Yep.
Ooh, okay. A little topsy-turvy there. Ooh, I didn't test the pressure data or the thermometer data. Jeb was just forgetting the science. He was having so much fun. I can't blame him. Can't get mad at Jeb.
Jeb's a good guy, just having a good time.
Well, now we've got landing gear for this little guy. So we got an extra cushion for our
For the
landing.
pushing. Extra cushion for the pushing. That's the way it's gotta be.
So we know he's coming down safe. Oh, we just got to figure out how to... Now that I took this contract, I don't want to cancel the contract. It'll lose me money. So we got to figure out how on earth we're going to get that flea booster up to 24,000 meters at only 230 meters a second.
Speaking of flea booster, Frontline flea and tick medication.
Wow. Wow. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna see everything that I can push for us, based on the things that you say.
Now, see, I almost feel like what I I should be like coming up with topics to talk about. Maybe like sciencey stuff.
Speaking of topics, Bacitracin topical ointment.
Well, you're trying too hard with that one.
Speaking of too hard, Viagra.
All right. Oh, can only manually. Okay, gotcha. Yep, nothing from there. Nothing from there.
The real bummer is that I have to keep refreshing the page. We'll have to work on this and figure out a way for me to be involved without me.
Yeah, I mean, you can always do a pop out for the chat and keep that separate.
That's true. I just also kind of want to watch what's going on.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out. But okay, I'm gonna recover this. I'm gonna figure out now how on earth we're gonna test that flea booster. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. We still got some science. And we got Jeb some experience. So we're doing good. We're up quite a bit on our funds. We haven't really taken a hit at all. So that part of things is definitely good.
Speaking of taking a hit, James is here.
Do you want me to just start coming up with topics? Because I mean, I can come up with stuff, I guess. Like launch vehicles. Favorite launch vehicle. How about that? How much do you know about launch vehicles from early space development, Stu? Or anything, any point of development. You know the Falcon 9. I doubt. I no doubt. Guess, I guess. Just reusing words in a single sentence.
Oh, your brother came up with a really good point. I should just sit in your room on my phone with the chat open on my phone.
You could.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that Foof's got his epic green screen behind him, so it's gonna be me sitting at a funny angle. But I mean, not that I really care, as long as I can sort of be there. It's my audio that's.
Well, if your audio takes a hit, you're just doing the audience a favor.
See, now this is the kind of banter that we need.
All right, so now I'm concerned about doing this flea test. Like, I want to actually get a probe core before I attempt that. I don't see that I have the kind of stuff I'd need to do something else. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe I can just do a small rocket to get it going. How am I doing on part count? Okay, not too bad. Alright, we're going to go back to spreadsheets in a second here. I'm going to have to take these fins off. We need a new name for this one. This one we'll call the X1.
The X-Wing?
Exactly. So now I gotta take down some stats. So 6.455 tons. Fully loaded. we've got 180, 270 units of fuel. So that's 3 tons of fuel. So we've got 270. 3 tons of that is fuel. I'm going to want to lower the thrust, I think, on this.
More thrust.
No, we want less for this because it's limiting our speed for when we need to test the booster. Contract's saying we want to stay under 230.
Speed thrusting is what I'm all about.
So let's see. Liquid fuel 6.166 per second. 6.166 per second. Thrust at sea level should be 165, I think, for the swivel.
Speaking of liquid fuel, this episode's brought to you by alcohol.
167.969. That part's true.
Alcohol and butt thrusting.
969. Right? Did I do that right? 969. Yep. Okay. So, wow, that's actually a lot of delta V for this little guy.
Now, explain for our 4 viewers, well, 3 and myself, what is delta V?
So delta V, that's just simply the amount of velocity change over the course of the entire rocket. So you're taking into consideration the fact, like the simulation I have on my screen, the mass of the vehicle goes down as you expend fuel, which means that your acceleration rate goes up, which means that your velocity incrementally increases how much it is increasing by. So this is basically a calculation for all that. Delta V is just not calculating any forces against it. My simulation does have then gravity loss calculated against it as well, based on altitude. But they have delta V maps out there. It gives you an idea of how much delta V you need to accomplish a certain objective. Like getting into orbit is 3,400, I think, is the generous number. So at 1,530 delta V, we're almost halfway to orbit with this thing.
Okay.
Which is a little excessive. And the altitude, it wants me to test this. I'm only getting to 20,000 meters with this rocket, if I'm going straight up. So, and it does want us to test at 24,000 meters. So there is going to be some inaccuracy there because the thruster does get more efficient as it gets higher, as it gets out of the atmosphere. It's actually more efficient. So if I...
Speaking of getting higher, how high would weed get you in space? It's a question from our viewers.
It would actually do just the same on Earth. Because you're going to be breathing a very controlled...
Holy shit,
environment
though.
here.
Hold on. What if you brought a gravity bong into space?
See what you did there. But, anyway, as I was saying, that would be a good idea. Well, I guess
Super
you
hot.
could.
Super hot box.
The thing is, the other thing you could do with that is you could spin gravity yourself, basically. Is if you spun around a center point, you'd basically be reintroducing gravity, albeit upside down. Anywho, so if we consider that the thrust gets higher in a vacuum for this engine, does get us higher. So we should get to the altitude I think that we need to. The problem is going to be our velocity is going to be way more than we need. Vertical velocity at 1,528 meters per second, as opposed to the 270 we need to test this at. So this is going to be a challenge. I might just not be able to do this contract altogether. I'm going to just test this math real quick. Move on. So we're going to see 30%. Yeah, see, that would even get us going too fast. Well, this is where we just say screw it and try it.
See, that's the kind of attitude I like. I've been waiting for that attitude all stream. Screw it and try it, Steve.
Alright, well...
Thank you, Mom.
Valentina and Jeb are about the same level now, so I'm gonna just take Valentina. We're gonna see how we do. This could go badly. So I'm gonna just keep us at half throttle. Which is not enough to take off with, okay. Oh, no, we're just... Weird glitch. Okay, recovering the vessel.
Jeb, Bill, Bob, and Valentina.
So I recovered the vessel. It was stuck to the landing pad, so we're gonna have to fix that glitch here. There is a glitch where you can kind of accidentally get stuff stuck to the ground, more or less. So I'm gonna build a little impromptu launch platform here. And we're gonna try that again. Keep us at half throttle. Wow, no, it's just not enough to get us off the ground. I feel like I'm hurting our reputation here.
Why?
Because we're not getting off the ground.
I don't think you have to worry about our reputation, Steve.
No, I meant like in-game. There's a resource called reputation.
Oh.
We're in career mode, bud.
Career.
We got to worry about that kind of thing. All right. That's better. Now, throttle it way down. Valentina looks excited. So all we need to do is get this booster to the designated altitude at the designated speed.
And it designate its ass for dismemberment. That's a reference you probably won't get.
Nope, I won't. I'm already going way too fast. Something a little more over the water.
So, Charlotte's watching us right now.
Oh, she is.
Yeah. Hi, Charlotte.
Hello from your Uncle Foof.
Hello from Stu.
Okay, we need to slow it way down. Killing all our thrust. Quickly decelerating. We're up to the altitude we need. Bingo, we have completion. Now it's just a matter of not losing Val. Take some quick science. This is a new altitude record. for our space program.
So anyway, Steve, there I was in a rocket flying over Tampa, over I-4. I'm sure you've heard of it.
God, stop. Stop. Don't even... I don't even want to hear it. Not even humor-wise, just don't want to hear it. Okay, so I'm going to get us... pretty low. And pretty fast. Just before 10,000 meters, I'm going to kick on full throttle. Short series of burns.
Speaking of a short series of burns.
No. Just no.
Hi, James.
Okay, we're gonna ditch the booster. Now the parachute. Gears for cushioning. We're gonna hear our boosters slam down pretty soon. Yep. Splash somewhere nearby us. Ooh. It's got my heart pounding a little bit. I got a little too close to the ground before we slowed down. Didn't like that at all. Valentina did good, though. We completed another contract. Now, the one thing I was getting to, I wish we had like a precedent to do it in Kerbal Space Program. Some of my favorite launch vehicles in actual history are just horrible designs. And not that they were bad designs, it's just they were designed very elegantly to solve a problem that didn't actually exist.
You care to speak on what you're drinking today, Steve?
Oh, sure. I'm drinking the most wicked New England thing I could find, and that was Dunkin' Donuts Harpoon Coffee Porter. Quite good. Alright, let's see. I don't think... Take data. Take data.
As far as porters go, I can definitely say the Harpoon Dunkin' Donuts coffee porter is definitely very very easy to drink.
Yes, I really do enjoy it. I usually don't like porters or stouts. There's not one that I sit there and drink a bottle, but this is very good. Very good.
Yeah.
All right. We got some new science. We got a complete contract. We're going to recover the vessel. We did lose a little bit of money in the extra tanks and engine that we just ditched, but you know, that's just sometimes how it goes. We're still doing good on funds, it looks like. Very good, actually. Go to the tracking station, just see if any of the debris did survive. Which it does not look like at all. But it's a good time to show off the different launch areas. We've got Woomerang, which is very far north. It's very way up there. So it gives us a different launch opportunity, and we have a desert launch site and airfield as well. So we can go to those. We can also launch an aircraft from the island right in front of base, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it does not look like we have any debris left over, so everything was destroyed. So nothing new to recover. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well.
What's next on the agenda?
Well, we're gonna do a new contract. Is my audio coming through though, actually? Because my microphone is not showing anything at all. It's kind of odd.
Oh shit. I didn't see what James just said. I had to refresh the page. James, if you can hear me, retype.
Well, your audio's fine.
Yeah, and that's not about me. I have. The thing is that I can't really see the stream because the stream keeps cutting out for me.
Okay, but that wouldn't stop him from hearing you. Please continue.
That wasn't the point. Voice is good. Game audio is a bit too loud. Thank you.
Huh.
Thank you very much. Game audio is a bit too loud. That's
It's kind of strange because it's just not like it's not showing my bar as having any movement whatsoever. Any of me. Oh well. Chalk it up to just some weirdness. All right.
Seems
So
like everything's good.
back to mission control. Let's see what other stuff we have.
I'm being told by one of our viewers that KSP is known for being too loud in streams, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, let me I can turn it down a little bit. It's no problem. There we go. Now, a lot of different contracts available. None of these seem particularly easy. Some of these focus surveys we can start doing if we get a jet.
So you're gonna make a jet?
Let's see what I've got for parts. So I gotta work on unlocking a few things. I got 47 science, so I can unlock one of these 4th tier setups. So I can get the efficient engine, side engine, larger fuel tank, fuel adapters, and stuff like that for larger rockets. General construction gives me a crew cabin, struts, decouplers, the launch stability enhancer, which is very helpful if I get that. Looks like we can make a jet from the aviation, though. Looks like we have everything there we would need.
I like jets.
Yeah, I think that might be a thing. Advanced flight control looks kind of like crap. For now, at least. And now, that would be good too. Basic science would get us our Probodobodine State Putnik, which is our
At 5 times fast.
Probodobodine State Putnik. Probodobodine State Putnik. Probodobodine State Putnik. I can't do it that fast. But that would give us a way to test things without having a pilot aboard. That's a tough call. Let's do a jet. Let's do a jet. You said you like jets, so I can blame it all on you when something goes wrong.
I'm okay with that.
So, let's see what we got here. Mark 1 cockpit. Liquid fuel canister here. What do we have for aerodynamic parts? We do have a tail connector. That's good. That's very nice. We do have a tail fin. Put one of those on there. I like this. It's already looking like a plane. I'm happy about this. We do have the swept wings. So the important thing when making a jet, we're just going to go and check our center of mass, center of thrust, and our center of lift. So we want our center of lift to be just slightly behind our center of mass. That's the ideal. So we're a little off there. We need to now add the jet engines in. Move the center of mass as far back as I can with these. There's two little jet engines here.
You're a jet engine.
Thank you. It's looking pretty good there. The air intakes. Okay. Looking more or less like a plane. Move these way forward. Yeah, let's just make these more standard. Stop trying to make them so fancy, I guess. Okay. That looks good. We need some ailerons, whatever they're called.
Some what?
Control surfaces. Control surfaces. Okay. So, we really need to slide our center of mass back.
Back that mass up?
Yep, we gotta back that mass up. So, let me just see if I did something just absurd. That's a little too absurd. What if I did that and just got rid of those entirely? Okay. Now we're talking. I don't know how that's gonna actually work. It seems like a bad idea, but we're gonna do it.
That's what we want to hear. We love his bad ideas. It's America. We go on Tinder to find our spouses and
Attaboy.
experimental drugs.
Okay, so no. Here we go. So wings, this would be a head. No. I was right the first time. So we're gonna take one. Is that the right way around? Or the wrong way around? Ah, screw it. It's the right way around. Good enough for me. Oh. There we go. Get these landing gears set up. Those flat. No. Those are flat. Okay. Well, who do we put on the suicide missions to?
Me.
true enough.
Who do we got? Who's available?
Well, it's going to be between Jeb and Valentina. Keep using Valentina. She's doing actually pretty good, I think.
Yeah, she might as well die, right?
We're going to save this. We're going to go back out and see what contracts we want to go with. So, let's see. We'll go back to the tracking station. Let me see. Manly's recklessness is fairly high. Most of these are fairly high. Goliath. Bill's defeat. Okay, let's do this. We'll do Manly's recklessness at 18.5. And we'll do area for Rokiva, area GNSJ, GQG, whatever. Whatever.
I have no idea what that is.
It's just letters. Just letters.
Letters.
So, alright. Take crew report above 16,900 meters. Just a crew report. Okay, that's not bad. Let's just check. This one's also a crew report. All these are crew report. That's a pain. Because then we'd need to reset. Or, I just need to put an antenna on and be a man about it. That's what we'll do. Alright, those are our contracts. Alright. She's got me a little nervous. Oh, I know what I can do.
What are you doing, Steve?
Well, I'm going to see where the center of mass is on empty. And, 'cause screw it, we're going to put a pair of parachutes at the center of mass. In case we don't want to make it to the runway. How about that?
What? In before tail strike, on takeoff and or landing. One of our viewers is chiming in with some seemingly like very valuable advice. Seems like they know what they're doing. Holy shit!
Well, are you gonna say the advice, or are you just gonna...
It did. It says INB4 tail strike, on takeoff and or landing.
I don't know what that means.
In before? I don't know. I don't know what it means either. I don't know if it's scientific or what. I know nothing about rocket science, so
I don't know. So, okay, we'll do that, and then...
I think that they know what they're talking about. They seem pretty intelligent.
Okay, but if I don't know what they're saying, then that doesn't really... Can't really act on it, can I? There's two.
Okay.
Okay, put a little antenna on, so we can radio back a crew report.
It's average.
We do have this Valentina, right? Alright, we're gonna give it a shot. Probably don't have a lot of electricity on this. I think the jet does produce a little bit of electricity. So we're gonna do a crew report from the ground, radio it in. Whoop, oh, didn't check my staging. That's a mistake. Okay. At least I didn't hit the button yet. Let's see if we can take off with this crappy runway. Or maybe Val will just die. Who knows? Sure doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of lift. Sure doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of lift. Sure doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of lift.
Oh.
Come on, Val.
INV4 is a term commonly used on the internet chat that means I predicted what will happen. Yeah, see, this person's a genius. I like this person a lot. You can predict what will happen. I say so.
Well, it wasn't a tail strike. Wasn't a tail strike. All right. Huh. Okay. So I think what we need should be actually a little less stable. R.I.P. Valentina Kerman. Okay, so we want this to be forward.
Yeah, it I wouldn't say it went well, it went.
Yeah, it went. It wasn't a tail strike. That's all I gotta say. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna throw Jeb in there with only a very minor modification. And otherwise, same jet. We'll see. See if I'll lose both our pilots right away. By the way, it does hurt our reputation because we did lose Valentina. And because respawns are off, she's just gone. So, R.I.P. Valentina Kerman. Now, if this doesn't take off by the halfway mark, I'm calling it. Come on. Nope. Killing the engines.
Stage.
Brakes. Yeah, it's just not getting off the ground. It's probably what I should have done the first time and not killed Valentina.
Hey. These Kerman are replaceable.
It's really bad for career mode to lose a Kerman.
Remember, Steve.
Definitely not something we want to do.
So remember, it's just a game.
True. Oh, we didn't lose anyone in our space program. Just our jet. Oh, there's a little piece of jet debris.
Nobody important got hurt.
We're gonna just recover that. All right. So let's go and hire a replacement, shall we? Oh shit! We've only got engineers and scientists. We don't have any pilots. Oh, that sucks. Wow, that screwed me more than I thought. Alright.
Losing a life?
Huh?
What screwed you?
We can't get a replacement pilot. There are no pilots available for hire. So that's bad. That's a bad thing, Stu.
Oh.
Not having pilots is bad.
Well, shit.
Yep. Alright, what can we do to make this fucker stand a chance? The thing I was doing before, which was adding more tail surfaces, probably. Just it makes it too stable.
Maybe offset the rear wheels upwards so that you get a more favorable AOA on the runway.
Could be.
That's legitimate advice from someone.
It is. It
Who,
actually is very legitimate advice. So I'm gonna try that. And same
Also-
thing, I'm gonna try Jeb one more time. Putting them at risk in this baby.
It says also move the rear wheels forward a bit closer to Too
late,
center
I
of
launched.
mass, yeah.
Too late, I launched.
He fucking sent it.
Now we're just not even moving forward.
I hope whoever this person is that's watching and giving us this advice is actually Scott Manley.
Oh, you know why this isn't moving? Because my tail surfaces are in the way of the jets. Okay. Oh, that's not how I rotate. That's not- Okay. Well, I can still blame Stewie, because Stewie was the one that said go for the jets.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Alright, let's try doing some silliness.
They said not manly, but thanks for the compliment. I refuse to believe you're not. I need it in my life right now. Thanks, Scott Manley. And thanks for being modest and hiding your actual identity like a superhero.
Okay, so if I do this, it's gonna screw me. However, if I do that, fine. If I do this, yes.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Trying it again. This is just horrible. Losing a Kerman on the first stream.
Like, I don't know.
Like one of the key ones too.
James says, I don't listen to hip hop. I don't know who that is.
Nice. Okay, we're getting some wobbling. We're losing some control a little bit here. Alright, engine shutdown. We just lost a wing. Well, we didn't lose a Kerman. Get an EVA report. At least I got some science. Give up on the jet. I'm just gonna give up on the jet. That's horrible. We had some real bad stuff going on there. Never been good with jets. Alright. So before I go and kill our last pilot, we're just going to move on. And still I can't get another pilot. That sucks. So, to take another mission, I'm going to have to upgrade mission control. Which, I guess I have the money for. I'm not that worried about it. So I can now take more missions. So I'll have to figure out how we can do something else.
Why?
Oh, this one shouldn't be that bad. Testing the thud. Mark 55 thud liquid fuel engine. Zero to 800 meters, so all we have to do is get up to speed. Which one is the thud? I don't have the thud. Oh! Wait, yes I do. That is... No, never mind. I stand corrected. I don't. So I can't do that one. Decoupler on escape trajectory. So that would be a death wish for anything I sent. Test a hammer at suborbital trajectory.
Test the what?
One of the boosters.
Oh, okay. Word.
Wow, these all kind of suck as far as missions go. Suborbital trajectory, altitude. Wow, that's really high. Alright, this one's gonna get me plenty of reputation, so I'm just gonna take this one. We're gonna escape the atmosphere. So that's gonna be our missions too. Escape the atmosphere. Safe.
Okay. Apparently, when you accept the contract, it will give you the thud. Then it will be removed from the parts list after completing the contract.
Oh, I did not realize that. That's actually good to know.
Again, Scott Manley's got our back.
This is what I get for never playing in career mode. This is why I'm playing, because I haven't done it. Alright, so I'm going to build up the capsule here. I don't even know if I want to bother with the antenna, to be honest, because reasons. I don't have a lot of electrical charge in there anyway. Alright, throw that in. Take a couple rocket pieces here. It's going to be excessive, so let's just keep it to this. Alright. Now, a pair of these. Get those hammers on there. Put those down a little bit. Alright. Aerodynamics, I got my nose cones. Beautiful. Stabilizers. Okay.
Allium, America's stabilizer.
This is going to be absurd. So reduce that a little bit. Those fire, separate. That fires. Bingo. Well, and we only have one pilot now, so we gotta risk Jeb on the mission. So we're going to use a pair of hammer boosters. We're going to get the hammer boosters to get the central core up. And then we're going to separate and land. Hopefully relatively safely. So we're going to do some... Just see if I can fit some science modules in here. Well, you know what? I can just...
Is what she said.
I can probably just go ahead and put all 3 of these in the capsule. Don't think it's gonna make too heavy for the parachute. Famous last words. It won't be too heavy for the parachute. Okay, a barometer.
Technically, your famous last words just then would have been famous last words. Just saying.
Well, I did follow it up by repeating myself. Alright. So, we've got a spacecraft we want to do this with. Make sure I took the contacts I wanted to take. Escape the atmosphere. Alright, let's do it. So, might be a little excessive for what we're doing. But with our channel, if it seems excessive and unnecessary, that's because that's the way we do it.
Alright. That's fair.
A little bit of an angle forward, just so I don't ditch these boosters over the Kerbal Space Center, because that tends to be destructive.
Do you have Service Bay unlocked in the payload tab on parts list?
I believe I do.
You have. And then it says...
Oh, or I could just... Okay. Why did that engine not fire?
And then it says, can mount experiments in the service bay to keep them safe during re-entry.
That I do know. However, I just staged rather poorly. By rather poorly, I mean very poorly.
Yeah, you know, it happens.
I don't know why the center engine didn't fire if it was staged. Let's speed up time a little bit here. Come back down. Oh, that was, ooh, okay. Boy, the parachute at a risky moment. Shouldn't have done that. That's alright, it seems like it's going okay. Time warp. Do.
Are we doing the time warp again?
Yeah, that's a normal part of the game there, Stu.
So you're saying let's do the time warp again? That's what you're saying, right?
I mean, I just time warped, yes.
Is it... I can't even do it. Ow.
Well, that sucked. I'll look at my staging and see what I did wrong there. Alright, well, at least Jeb lived. Let's see what the hell I did wrong with my staging. I still got some science from that, too. That's amazing. Ah! That would be why. Put the engine on the same stage as the capsule separation and not the booster separation. Oh, that was a good way to throw away a rocket. Alright, let's try this one more time. yourself just a little forward. So the boosters get ditched over the water instead of over the Kerbal Space Center. Yeah, kind of critical, the whole me tuning down the thrust levels on those boosters, because we're going very fast. Very quick. Now we're doing what I expected this to do the first time. A little bit. Slow down a little bit so we don't overheat quite as much as we're overheating. Last thing I need is to fry our parachute. Almost out of the thicker parts of the atmosphere. There we are. Back up to full throttle. Could probably get to orbit with this sucker, believe it or not. It's not the way I planned it out. Oh my god, did I set a high apoapse. That's highly regrettable. Oh boy. Okay. That's fine. Log pressure data from space. Log temperature data from space.
From space.
Crew report from space. And that's all I can do. We cannot EVA where we are, because we haven't unlocked that in the astronaut center yet. A little bit of a time warp just around our incredibly high apoapsis. Why the fuck did I do that? This is very bad.
Yeah, James brings up a really good point. Why the fuck is the Earth not flat like in real life in this game? Because it's kind of really like breaking the immersion here.
I see. This could get bad, Stu. We're going to be hitting the atmosphere going very, very fast. Really wish I'd put a drogue chute on this or something. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and this could be a very bad idea. I'm going to try and let the rocket that I was going to stage off absorb at least some of the heat. Then, when it looks like it's about to fail, drop it. Which is already about to fail, holy shit. Drop it and switch to the ablator. Holy crap! Okay. Oh, we're getting some science experiments failing here. Okay, just a little bit of spin, a little bit of spin. Holy crap, this is an aggressive re-entry. Okay. Okay, Jeb almost blacked out. Reaching G limit, that's what she said. Okay, parachute is safe to deploy. So let's deploy away. We might actually make this. We didn't lose any of the experiments. Dude, this one was a little stressful. I liked ejecting the booster just as it exploded. I hope this lands comfortably enough for Jab here. Really don't want to try and fly with only scientists and engineers. Oh man, that is not slowing down enough. Okay. I'm sweating a little bit.
Wow.
I made that one much more stressful than I needed to. But yeah, that was one of the good little techniques I pulled off there. As we were coming in, I didn't take the service module to keep my science experiments in, just for weight, cost, lots of reasons, but none of them too valid. But what I did is I just rotated the crafts as it went in, so center of gravity basically pushed each one into the heat at different times, so kept them all from overheating. Alright, we're going to recover, and hopefully that got us enough science for our next step. Hopefully that'll get us the probe. Yep, it did. Okay, it got us a lot of science. We did good there. Whew. Let's see, how are we doing for contracts? Orbit. I feel like we could almost already do orbit. Check the R&D facility. Oh boy. Well, the added bonus, I probably should have looked at this before. If I take basic science, which has that probe core, we've got things like the Science Junior that we can start putting on things.
It's Junior?
Yeah, it's an experiment bay.
To say, is that like Nick Jr.?
Not quite. Alright. Well, I still have... those 2 jet missions. They both need crew reports. I can't do a probe mission to them. I already have them. I might as well try something. Well, these take a long time to expire, so never mind. I'll just deal with it. Alright, TD-18 on escape trajectory out of Kerbin. Here's an opportunity to get some science. We're gonna take that. All we need to do is get to escape trajectory and we're good.
Yeah, alright.
I'm going to start building a probe. This will give me a couple things. I'm going to be able to test communications range as well because I don't understand that exactly. Nevertheless, chose to enable it. Because why not? Some high gain antennas on this. Sure, I remember to use that coupler. Okay, there's some stuff under this here. Might actually be the most efficient engine. That's kind of sad. Might not get this very far. Put a thermometer on it. Let's do something funky. Let's do, see if I can put a cone over the top of it. Not that it really wants me to. You could probably find a way to trick it into letting me do that, but it's whatever. Moving on. So we want a thermometer on this. Probably take the Science Junior on it. I just don't care enough. We're gonna do the press bat. And let's do this. Let's put the press bat on the side with the thermometer. And then put a goo canister on this side. And that should be enough for me, I think. We just want science way up in escape trajectory. Put some batteries on. That might actually damage my part count. Track. It's a little too much here. I don't know how many part count I can still put on after that. 14. That should be fine. So we'll take this separator that's way too big. Just because it needs to be tested. What I'll do... use some big old solid rocket boosters. This is going to basically be suicide run out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin.
Suicide run?
Yep. This is just a probe. We're going to send it on an escape trajectory, hopefully. So we're going to fire the two external boosters. Those are going to separate. We're going to fire the center booster. Thrust limit these so it doesn't go too crazy. There's some of those to 50%. Thrust limit this to about 60%. Now I'm just doing guesswork. That'll separate out. This will do the rest of the way.
Not a terrible thing.
That'll separate, and then I've missed placing an engine here. I really need to be able to turn, so I'll use the Reliant this time. Wow, this actually works. This has enough parts, I think. Nope, never mind. I'm over on tonnage. I'm over on tonnage. How much by? Not by much. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Another flea booster instead. And then we'll do electrical again. Tons of battery. What's the problem now? Too heavy again? It's still too heavy. It's not the... Batteries aren't the problem. So, let's take... Tough decisions here, Stu. Yeah, screw it. Take that out. Directly linked to that. The batteries in the bottom. and go. Now we got a vehicle. See if we can do it without burning it up in the atmosphere. All right. So, slow takeoff. Not the efficient thing to do, actually, taking off slowly. You basically, every second you choose to fight the force of gravity, the worse it gets, because gravity is constant. It's just constantly bringing you down. However,
it's like life. Gravity's like life. It's just constantly bringing me down, Steve.
I did totally forget about putting stabilizers on this. So this is going to go fairly comically. I say fairly comically, but I mean very comically.
Then it's gonna fail.
It already is. It's already there. Nothing I can do now at this point.
All right.
So, we're in the vehicle assembly. Launch another one. This time with control surfaces. That sucked. Threw away a little bit of money there. Isn't like the old days, Stu, where I only had to worry about science. Now I gotta worry about funds. Such a habit to hit RCS and SAS, even though I don't have either. Wow, why isn't this not... Okay. I thought these fins had some control surface. That does not help me in the least. And we're having a repeat of that mission. This is going a little bit like NASA's early days.
So splendid.
No.
It's a joke.
Not at all. Alright. That's 2 rockets we sent into the ground. So. Let's make sure I put winglets I can actually control this time. Tail fins. Okay, these have control surface. For sure. This is what I thought I was putting on. This time we're going to increase the thrust on these as well, so it has a little less tendency to just go crazy on us. And away we go. Round 3.
Fuck you.
Alright. So we're getting any luckier. We are getting a much straighter flight. Oh my god, why did I start to tip that? Okay. I've got a lot of control, apparently. Just more than I thought I had. Okay, that's cool. Calmed it down. As long as the boosters don't jettison over the KSC. Okay. Back up to vertical. Okay. Okay. Little wild. I wish there was SAS right now. Okay. Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad. Not so bad. think this might fall short of our escape trajectory hopes, though. Ooh. That was... that was a little rugged of a launch. Oh! Okay. Now all semblance of control is gone. Alright. Yep, that's not going on escape trajectory. That is going, barely to space. Well, see if we can get some science sent out of it. Yep. Transmit data. Transmit data. You're definitely not going to live very long, little probe. Trying so hard to see the science. Just spinning so fast. There's no way to stop the spin. Oh, don't want the battery pack. Press bat. There we go. And it's in a zone where we already got the science. Okay. If this could just stop spinning for 3 seconds, it would be fucking great. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Starting to hurt my eyes a little bit. Okay. Nope. Nope, it just makes it harder to see. Okay.
What's happening?
We've got a spaceship just spinning wildly.
Let's
with the couple of that and see if it helps. It's not like this is getting anywhere anyway. Oh, okay. The immediate problem with this is that I can't get it to stop spinning long enough to get any kind of science out of it. So we really need an SAS control module. So I already have upper atmosphere for press bat, apparently. Trying to get the thermometer. Come on. Yes, press bat thermometer. I get it. The press bat is useless to me right now. I want the thermometer. Okay. There we go. Now we're getting into a ballistic trajectory, sort of, kind of. Maybe I can actually get some science before this thing explodes. Okay. Thermometer, please. There you go. Transmit the data, please. Please transmit the data. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm out of comm range somehow. Oh, it's because the antenna won't deploy. Oh well. Goodbye, little probe. You were useless. The goo sample survived, oddly enough. Welp. That sucked.
Brutal.
Okay. We're gonna be cheap for a second. Let's just get the Science Junior reading from the ground. Take Bill along, or Bob rather. Okay. Just like that, recover. Now we're getting cheeky. Same thing in the spaceplane hangar. This time though, whoa, okay. This time though, I don't know if I took temperature, press bat, or mystery goo from the runway, so we're gonna do that. Let's see what happens. Science from the runway. Okay, that's some. Actually, it's a decent amount of science here. It's because we hadn't done that yet. Oh, right. With that, I need another break stew. Myself a new beer.
I don't blame you.
New beer time. very inconvenient way to set my screen up there, wasn't it? Alright. Wow, I'm like slowly moving my screen every time I do that. Alright, Stu, let's see. How should we recover this here?
What are we recovering?
Well, I'm at 41.9 science. I need 45. So I need to figure out... I think this is the one I really need. Advanced rocketry. Well, my all-solid rocket boost idea was horrible for escape. So, let's see if I can't tweak this. Grab another probe core. That part was fine. This part was fine. What I want to do, give it a long upper stage. Well, because weight was an issue, we're going to make it just a little longer even. So we got a good size liquid fuel rocket this time. A pair of decouplers. I think these might bring it overweight, so we'll bring 2 of these boosters. Little lower. There we go. Put some aerodynamic cones on those. Now. Those on.
We have a new viewer, Evermore Alpaca. It says, greetings, fam. Greetings, Evermore Alpaca.
Again, use my decoupler.
How are you tonight? Tell us all about it.
Yes, tell Uncle Stu where it hurts. Alright. Because we don't have the ability to steer it all, let's throw that in there. That'll give us some. What are we doing on weight? 13 tons, okay. We can go a little heavier. We need to still add our experiments. So let's put a press pad on here.
We're being asked if we have a YouTube channel as well. We do have a YouTube channel.
Yep. I've got it down there at the bottom as a watermark.
Yeah. This is the first time we've done anything significant in, like, a large number of years.
A great number of years, yes.
But,
there we go. How heavy are we? Not heavy enough. We're gonna add more fuel. How about now? Okay, we add a little more fuel. We are going for escape velocity after all. Okay, this should be stupid. We're at just about the number of parts. And no real way to control this, which makes this extra fun. Let's see. Alright, yep. I'm trusting it, Stu. We're just going for it.
Evermore Alpaca says, I can't play KSP right now because my KSP video is encoding and it uses all my GPU power.
Brutal. Now, one of the things I like about my current setup is, at least as far as stream encoding, I've got one graphics card dedicated to that and another one focusing on the game, which makes me very happy.
Also, Evermore Alpaca, who is growing increasingly popular in my opinion, says, is this deliberately phallic shapes, or is that a happy accident? And I think the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Freudian accident, that's what it is. Freudian accident. Well, that took care of the boosters falling. Okay. Staging was bad again. This is getting highly repetitive with me not checking my staging.
Staging.
No useful science to be had. We get 0.1 science, no value to return to electronically sending it back, so literally no science. The good news is it looks like we're going to miss hitting the Kerbal Space Center dead on with debris. So that's a plus. I'm just going to let this one. Do we want to really watch this crash that badly? Is it that entertaining to watch it crash, Dewey, or should I just move on?
No, I think entertainingly watching a crash is probably our best bet right now. I think that's extremely fair.
This whole, like, not reverting flights and doing everything on the fly is definitely hurting me pretty bad. Because that was just a very simple, I forgot to check my staging. Well, that bit exploded. Now for the probe. It's like, I won't extend the antenna, that'll destroy the antenna. Well, the whole thing's about to blow up, so... Oh, I almost hit the little monument over here. Almost hitting it with the probe.
You're a little monument.
Hey! Piece of the probe survived. Look at that. And I'll be recovering the the mystery goo that I said would take no benefit to sending the data back. It has to, like, be recovered. It survived. So we got 0.1 science from the mission.
It's sublime with only trivial brain damage.
Okay. Just gonna quickly recover all those little parts. Alright. Parts recovered. Trying that again. This time fixing my staging. How bad are we with funds? We're actually not bad with funds considering I keep fucking up. Alright, there we are. That's all I needed to do is a quick stage check there. And, there we go. Or should I? No, I guess that should be fine. That was the thing I should have known to do. Alright, off we go again. Here the probe goes, again, on its own, going down the only road it's ever known.
Yep.
Now, one of the things I did also add in here, as far as my options, is bear in mind, I do have to be able to make radio contact with the probe in order to control it. So I can't just suddenly lose control entirely. Just have a piece of debris flying away.
My cat is losing her mind right now.
Oh God! Why is this? Oh God! Why is this suddenly so unstable? Okay. Okey-doke. Don't like that at all. Please calm the fuck down.
I guess I'll feed my cat. I'll be right back.
Really need you to be stable when you exit the atmosphere here, buddy. No, 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 no. Don't do that, because that's not what I want you to do. Okay. Okay. Just if you could generally follow your... Okay, fine, whatever. Close enough. Or you could do that and make me upset. Just do that. Cool, whatever. What's your Apple apps? Alright. It'll come back around. I just have to time the remainder of the birds. Just extend one of your antennas, please. Just so we have some kind of connection back to KSC. Okay, we're almost back to the vertical. Another loop. Got us another 100,000 kilometers. 100,000 meters. 1 kilometer. Or however metric works. Sure would be nice if I had some kind of SAS module on this thing. Transmit that back. Oh, we at least got some science so far.
It's good news.
Well, not quite escape. Just a very high apoapsis. I really need some kind of stability control for this. I'm hoping I just get high enough up that I cross that line of being near Kerbin space and go into far Kerbin space. Give me some more science.
The Fargate.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Well, there is one way I've been neglecting that I could actually have a stability control, I think. Oh, come on. Let me pick the barometer, please. Don't be a dick. Thank you. There we go. Radio back that science. Now the thermometer. If I can even see the thermometer. Where is the thermometer? Oh, that's a girder. That's a girder. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Very good. Goo is already expended. Alright, well this thing's just space trash. Oh, that was something I could have done to make that much easier to do my sciencing. As if I try and keep science in those two, if anything actually survives this impact. Or for that matter, re-entry. This is probably just going to burn up and explode on re-entry.
Oh, good.
Yep, the antenna's snapped off right away. Yep, probe core exploded. Yep, gone. Gonzo. But that got us science. That got us all-important science. There's more stuff for us to unlock. What are we doing on contracts anyway? I gotta feel like they've been pulling contracts from us. Okay, we got some that are for orbit. We're missing a few things to orbit. Advanced rocketry, I think, is covering pretty much everything we need. Yes, this is looking good. Okay, that's got some stuff I do need there, like an inline reaction wheel. But we're still a little far away from unlocking flight control, so let's go back. Try that probe again. I'm gonna do something kind of cheaty with it.
Cheaty Pete. Cheaty Pete.
That's what I'm gonna go for here. Cheaty cheaty.
Cheaty cheaty bang bang.
Cheaty cheaty bang bang. Is I'm gonna take a Mark 1 pod and put that under it. And leave it uncrewed. Steve, why are you doing that insanity, you may ask? Well, the idea behind that is going to be that that has a reaction wheel I can use, manned or unmanned, I think. So that way I don't need a crew member on this one-way trip. And I don't need to unlock any more reaction wheels. Logical. Totally logical. Oop, that made it too heavy? Or too many parts? Too many parts. Do it 6 times. There we go. Alright, this looks just absolutely silly, but it should work. Yep. Was this the 4th attempt for this probe?
Like that? It's gotta be.
So concerned that there's no SAS. Reaction wheels are reading normal though. Theoretically, I have reaction wheel control. So the winglets have like too much control authority here. That's the other thing I could have done is I could have gotten a thrust vectoring engine. So this one that I put on here. I seem to be holding fairly steady. Say as I intentionally start to steer it and fuck us over. And after I fail with this probe one more time, we will shoot to have a test of an orbital rocket design.
Cool.
Let's just not make an orbit. Not orbit, but escape. It did get significantly higher, though. And I do definitely have reaction wheel control in space. I did all the faraway sciences, though. So this, I think, is a dud of a mission.
Well, bummer.
Just a expensive experiment, as it was. Let's see if there's any kind of height limit change to being this absurdly high up. Nope, doesn't look like it. Yeah, still 0% for transmit. About the mystery goo? Oh yeah, I got some mystery goo. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Transmit that back. Alright, well, just gonna watch that burn up. Whoa, yeah, that's... Woo! Holy crap! Oh, that was a lot of explosions. Somehow, though...
It was a lot of explosions.
Somehow, there's still a few pieces that are through re-entry. I get to watch them explode. Yep, and there goes everything. All right. So, things happen. Let's work on orbit. This is fairly close to how things just went for NASA in the beginning.
Shitty?
Yeah. Just repetitive failure, yes. Like early days, they had something like a 40% mission success rate. But that's cool. So okay, we did get some new parts that I was looking forward to, and I'm gonna work on an orbital design now with a crew capsule, but I'm going to launch it unmanned with a probe core for now.
Okay.
And rather than setting it up to re-enter, I'm going to give it some extra batteries. And give it, I don't have anything like a solar panel, which kind of sucks. I'm going to give it some extra antennas. I'm basically going to turn it into a temporary satellite. Temporary communication satellite. It'll probably die before I have any chance to actually use it anyway. But, you know, whatever. At least it'll be doing something. Don't bother taking any other sciences with it, because at this point it's kind of pointless. those. One of these. One of these. Change that to that, maybe. Yeah, that looks good. Put a swivel on it. Oops. Thrust vectoring. That's key. Some fins. How are we doing on part count? Not too bad. Pair of boosters. Aerodynamic cones on the top. Alright. Now we're talking. So we're gonna use those, separate those, kick on that engine, separate. Okay, I'm checking my staging this time. Trying to learn from my mistakes. Is there anything else we want to throw on this sucker? Radiator panels, maybe? Ooh. Yes, there is. Just for the sake of getting a contract, let's throw those on. It's not retracted. Some landing legs, even though it's never going to land. It's just there to look cool. Why not, right? And go to my contracts. I'm going to take the one to orbit and the one to test the landing gear in orbit. So we're taking those landing gear. Sure it's the right landing gear. No, they're not the right landing gear. Okay, glad I checked. Some wheels. Put some wheels. Why not? We need wheels on a satellite, right? Makes
I don't
sense?
see why you wouldn't need them.
Well, we're going to check them. We're going to see what happens. I only really need to check one, but, you know, symmetry. So, bingo, bongo, good to go. All right.
I thought it was bingo, bango, furry, triangle.
That feels kind of forced, doesn't it?
No.
All right. Let's see if I can make this one work. Fairly stable through the solids. Actually very good through the solids. Dump those, they burn each other up, and then, whoop, okay. That is highly unstable. Okay. Wow, why does it just have such horrible... This does not go like this in sandbox mode, I'll tell you that. Okay, somehow, our angle of velocity ended up where I wanted it to go. Okay. Constant minor corrections. That's cool. Try this from the map view. Don't go out of control, please. Okay. Okay. Wasting a lot of delta V there. Yeah, this is not getting to orbit. Maybe. Just keep it steady right here. Okay. Alright.
Evan Plague. Oh my god! Walter's here! I didn't even see that. What's up?
Whew. Alright. This might still get to orbit.
That's so awesome.
I've got the teeny tiniest amount of fuel in this booster.
Yes, that's so awesome. Welcome to the stream.
Help fill me in, Stu.
It's my friend Walter. I've known him for a really long time. Yeah, he's great. I've been great. Been great, Walter. Been great. I live in Florida now. I live in Florida with the guy who's playing this game.
Yep.
It's pretty great. Florida's pretty great.
It is.
Yeah. Tight.
Alright, now.
Florida is exactly right.
We're going to try and get closer to apogee. We don't have, in tracking, we don't have any maneuver nodes unlocked, so we can't maneuver, basically.
What's a maneuver node?
Maneuver node is like a prediction tool. You can set it and plan your burns. But we don't have that ability, so we just have to fly by the seat of our pants.
We are disabilitied.
Yes. So, I'm gonna wait till we're fairly
I
close.
have super heartburn. How's that for disabilitied?
Disability anyway, Stu.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right.
Having a really hard time aiming this with no proper SAS.
Heard the only people that live in Florida are old people and meth heads. So which are you?
Yes.
Again, the answer is very simple. It's yes.
Oh man, did we really fall short of orbit?
We fell short of orbit.
We sure did.
We for sure orbit.
That sucks.
Oh, well, that didn't get me very far. No meth here. We live in a nicer part of Florida. And you know.
Make sure you read off comments when you go to answer them, Stu.
What?
Make sure you read off comments when you go to answer them too.
Oh no, that's it. So which are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, my friend Walter again says, someone say sherbet. I like ice cream. I like ice cream too. I don't eat ice cream though. I eat ice cream. It's 2018.
I'm like super disappointed that this didn't make orbit here.
Steve's over here playing rocket science games, and I'm playing Minecraft Tekkit. You know, all that throwback. Booty butter. Booty butt cheeks. Booty butt cheeks.
And once again, we're sending a rocket into the ground. Once again, Steve. Not unlike NASA.
Once upon a time, Steve, I know my friend Walter here was very into Ark.
Ooh,
I don't know if it's still
Ark
a thing
is
or not.
Very fun. So I think the thing I'm not used to, I guess it's much easier to control these things in creative mode. I didn't realize it doesn't like tell you there's any distinct difference, like why a electronic probe core would be less capable. But that's just how it is. You know?
You're an electronic probe core.
Thank you. See if I can land this thing on its landing gear. Since it has no parachute or any other way to recover it. Probably should have, like, anticipated that, huh? Just... After this many failures, I should just be trying to recover at least the payload. You think I would have figured that out by now? Alright. Outcome, catastrophic failure. So what do we want to do? How do we want to change this up? Well, first off, still no new pilots. Shit.
I just made a jetpack. I just made a jetpack. And some rubber boots.
Like you just gave up.
Gave up what? No, I'm still watching. It's just, I have to refresh it so much that I'm like half and half.
Alright. Let's try some bigger boosters. Fuck it. When in doubt, throw power at the problem, maybe?
That could be a bad thing.
Yeah, it puts them overweight anyway. If I did that same thing but put Jeb in the seat, I think I could pull it off.
Jeb's the man.
It's gonna make me reroute everything. It's annoying.
Jeb is the man.
Just gonna reroute that. Oh, that's really bizarre. Okay, cool. Fine, I'll just start over then. Alright. Let's make this happen. Let's do this. Let's be real for a second.
Burr.
So
That's a yes.
we're gonna make sure this survives. Heat shield on it. Parachute on it. Throw a radial parachute on it. Put T12 decoupler on it. Small engine and fuel tank. I really are not going to get a ton of science. Out of that part of space. We've already kind of been there. Crew reports will probably be good. But we're going to throw just one of these landing gear on. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't screw up our center of mass too much. No, actually doesn't look like it messes it up at all. Cool. Coupler at the bottom. Throw some tanks on. That one. This one in the middle. Bottom. LVT 45, so we can actually steer the damn thing to some degree. Some basic fins. visibility.